Hello folks, Rever here with another episode of Grazyland. And I just set the Big M harvester to cutting our field. I thought I'd show you where we were at, come further into the field here. And you can see our soil pH is 6.6, just like we predicted. Not that it's very hard to predict when you're only doing one thing, so we'll raise this field up one more time with the pH and then cut it, and then we'll decide from there. I'm not sure if we'll go again or not. Probably have enough information to keep, to make some good assumptions on what's going to happen. I might let this field I might not do anything because I wouldn't mind getting, a good idea of exactly right around 6.8. So we're going to jump up to, we're going to add another 0.4 next day. So if we spread it again, so that'll be at 7. I might let it fall back down to 6.8 just to get the perfect data, so to speak. Like, what's the maximum boost? Because from what I understand, it's at 6.8. But we'll find out. That'll be part of the experiment. So, and maybe we should take it up another day just to see, get all the way up. But then I'll have to wait like a number of more days to let it come back down. So we'll see. See what the numbers look like, what we decide to do. Here comes our Big M, so probably should get out of his way. And once he gets going around enough, we'll start this guy gathering up behind him, but let him get a good head start. No reason not to. What I do want to do is jump over to the sugar beet field. If we take a look at our map, this sugar beet field is right here, which is ready. And something else I thought about before this day even happened, I was kind of anticipating field 7 today, but I forgot, the potatoes take an extra day of harvesting. So you got to keep that in mind too, because they do use an extra nitrogen in that growth stage, which usually isn't too big a deal. It's actually a tiny bit beneficial. So, but this one is ready to harvest, remove tops, and that's our sugar beets. If we come over here, and also field number 9, which is our canola, is ready to go as well. So we'll get both of those harvested. Not sure if you guys noticed my money got up to 2.2 million, almost 2.3 million, and that is because I sold a bunch of wood chips. I had a great demand. As a matter of fact, you can maybe see that great demand still flashing, but the price dropped down low enough that I figured I'd just wait. Great demand or not, I got enough money now to go. All right, so let's get a course set up for this guy in field 1. And he is set on field work now. Field 1. Yeah, 3.3. I like to run him at 3 because he misses enough as it is. And I want to do what I normally do and do the maximum number of headlands, and then come back and kind of do the minimum number that I think I can get away with, and that helps his missing so much a little bit anyway. He just doesn't turn well enough to do a great job, but it does pretty good if you do this method. And we definitely want to do this first and then do our rows. So we are going to start in the southwest corner, and we're going to head east along this way. I think that'll be best. We'll find out. And that should be pretty good. Please calculate me a course center. So, I'm in the wrong spot. I'll have to get my chaser wagon ready to go shortly here. I'll just get him off this way and tell him to go to the first waypoint. And make sure he gets started properly. Looks like he's going to. Wonderful. And I will definitely chase this guy manually. Not that I have a course set up for it anyway, but let's see, do I want to use this one? Or, well, this guy's up here ready for the grass, so I'll use this one. He's down at the farm. There you go. So yesterday I kind of waited until after the grass was cut. It sort of just added to the time. There wasn't that much I'm doing with the grass field, so. Yeah, this gate got stuck open somehow. I also tried to bring my combine through there, and as I was slowing down to let the one gate go, the thing doesn't recognize the trailer, and it came in and clopped down on my header, which was dragging behind. You can see how it's behind there. Alright, so this is a bit of a pain, isn't it? Trying to get through here without damaging too much of the crops. Ah, you bummer. You bum. Stupid trees. I guess that tree's gonna have to go, huh? I think the rest of them should be a problem. Yeah, this starting this course on this little tiny rows is tough. No, dummy. Let's turn on these. One of the reasons I tend to leave them on. Now, how is that not? Oh, because I have first wave. Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to leave it at that. It's not close to see the fill. Not very, so let's pop back over to here. And I can get this guy running around. Turn that here. Oh, where are you? Not even going to stop. I think. Let's go back and check. Yeah, this guy's fine. Well, we got plenty of weeds there, don't we? Alright, so this guy should be set up. Let's get back to our sugar beets before they fill up. Chasing this outside row. He's not filling up too quickly. Good thing is he offloads fairly quickly. Alright, so I'm going to keep doing this until it's done. And at some point when that field, the grass field is done, I will step back over to this soilmod spreadsheet and we'll take a look at that and go from there. Alright guys, I'll see you in a second. Hey guys, back here over at the spreadsheet. And I put my number in. This is how much we got off the field today. Is 79,378. So we had a fairly good increase. I'm not sure that this percentage means a whole lot right now, but this is the change for the 2 days. So we have 2 days in a row that we've now got what I'll call good numbers. And I think that I'm going to spread the lime again today, get it up to 7. And then let it drop off at least probably back down to here before we do anything else. So this whole section, so to speak, you know, maybe just make a little color here, light yellow. So, you know, this will all be kind of my lime experiment or my pH experiment, I should say. So the change between here and here relative to my score, the score here is 0.8 to here is 0.9, so that's 0.1. So that's nice, kind of a round number in a sense, as far as decimals go, being round numbers, which doesn't make any sense, but regardless. 0.1 change in score, theoretically, at least at this point, equals 8,020. And the actual change that we saw between the next stage, which should be 0.7 or 0.07, is 5,400. If it was actually 0.7 difference, 0.07, which is 70% of 0.1, I don't know if you guys follow that, but I would expect this number here to be exactly 70% of this number. So, but 70% of this number is 5,614. In reality, the difference, the percentage change here is 67.5, which is, all things considered with errors, and who knows if I had a little more grass or whatever, just I don't know exactly how these numbers, are, and little math rounding one way or the other, or graphic glitches for that matter that we don't see behind the scenes. I consider this pretty close. And this is actually a wonderful thing because just based on what 10% is, at this point I could, if this proves to be true, we'll get a better number. What that means is that, this yield, this bonus that we're getting as we see these numbers change over the next couple of days is, we'll be able to equate this, 80,200 would be the bonus. Well, probably should write that in a field you can see. 80,200 would be the bonus. 10 times this would be 0.1. So in other words, we would know that 0.1 was an 80,000 bonus for the pH. But we'll see. At this point, that's the logic of it. I'm not sure if that made any sense. It's the way my brain works around these kind of things and numbers and whatnot. So, at this point, here, let's maybe make this in bold. I'm expecting some number around this to be our bonus for lime over what would have been 0. And that's based on the fact that this is a 10% change in the score, from 8 to 10. And if you blow that up 10 times, you get that. So there we go. We'll see how that proves out. This kind of proves that number wrong. The difference here, 67% versus 7. So we'll see. I think after this number of days, for the fact that this is a video game and not some real-life crisis, I will see what yields we get. Another interesting thing will be when we go to do this field Thursday, and we will be able to see, do we get exactly 54.3 again? And my bet is it's going to be a little bit different. So there's certainly a possibility that there's a plus and minus to this whole thing. There could be a little deviation, so to speak, that's just not very predictable because of the game is just not probably that accurate for different reasons. So I put the number into here. Nothing real dramatic, except you can kind of see it's a bit of a straight line. So, at this point, it's a straight line between here and here for all practical purposes. Maybe a slight dip, and that's exactly what we just saw, 67% versus 70. So, if these next numbers, kind of prove out, so to speak, that's not the best way to really do it, because the change between this and here is less than it is between here and here. Or no, it isn't. This is representing 0.4. This is representing 0.4. So, all right. Well, anyway, let's get on with another amazing fact. Everybody likes to talk about how much you have to spray, and you definitely do have to spray. But we are on Monday, and we are not going to be spraying field 12, and we're not going to be spraying field 13, and we're not going to be spraying field 2 or 5. Where's 5? 5 is here. No spray. Partially because we're waiting for the rain tomorrow. Field 3, again, we're sort of waiting on the rain. Might have sprayed otherwise, but we're not going to spray this field. And if you're getting the trend here, we're not going to spray this field. And field 1 we will spray because we're going to replant it today. So we'll give it a shot of herb AA. And we'll have to see where we fall out. Probably some NPK and some lime. Again, we're going to get this rain, so we're going to try to keep our water numbers down. I'll even write that in here on this down here. Even though that's not going to be the right day because I got to move all this around. All right, well, anyway. Same here. Field 7 is the potatoes, and this is the one we're not going to be able to harvest today. So and if you look, that's actually good for us. Our score goes up to 92, drops that end down a little bit. If it could get down to 5, that would be perfect. But again, generally you're better getting the crops off the field than waiting. So I've done this before where I'll actually take, let me come here real quick, tab color. I forget which one it is. I was hoping it would show me which one it was. We'll just pick something close. Tab color, that one the right color. A little different, but so that'll just point out to me that it's actually going to go with these fields. That isn't the same color. It doesn't matter that much, but how's that look? Yeah, it's about right. So if you look, these fields will be together in a harvest. This one won't. And I could even do this. Move copy sheet. Don't hit this copy button. And I'll move it before it's field number 12. So there's field 7 now. Moved itself in line with these fields here. There we go. So we'll spread some lime on the grass field, and we'll get these harvested. I interrupted the potato harvest to come here. So I will go back out and finish that up and, stop in when we're about to start spraying some things. All right. Talk to you guys shortly. Look, guys, I'm back. And I just bought a couple new items from the store. One is this four-wheeler that I've had for a while. I forget where I downloaded it from. It's probably nothing special. It gets a little unstable, but it does do 50 miles an hour, so that's kind of nice for getting around. And I also bought a new Case Magnum tractor out here. You can jump over to it. So, and I have him planting more canola. So just looking at my spreadsheet here and seeing where we predicted was 8 on the N, 4 on the PK, pH of 6.8. I only have 6.6, so something is off there. Oops. Read only. Can't change it there. I have to go remember to change it back on the other computer. So in any event, 6.6. I wonder why I was off. Did something wrong. Maybe I'll figure it out before next episode if I remember. So there we go. But our moisture was right there, so we were relatively close. Other than my score on the PK, it looks like my score was about my spreadsheet's messed up here, 74. So not the greatest score, but you're not going to always get a winner every time. So we have somebody finished work, and that is Mr. Potato, or not Potato. Sure. I'm going to try to clean up these corners a little bit. First. Run over the crops because this thing is not. It does not cultivate, so it needs the tram lines. So this corner done. Try to break all the crops. I wish he wouldn't. I wish they wouldn't miss these corners. I guess it would be kind of hard to program that. Far happier with just how they turn all the rest of the turn. Like clean the corners up. Just leave this thing down low for a second. And did leave one tree. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I cut the trees down on this field after hitting that lawn. And I'm glad. If nothing else, this was the thing. That's why I didn't do it last time, because there's trees right there. This field's got a lot of corners. So now this one, if I run over that little section there, even though you're trying to replant over it, it still leaves the train line, so you can't just go back and think you could replant. Just not enough. Usually I leave things right smack. Can't do that. That's what I like to do. So, get a tractor that matches the tool and the horseplay, and you do almost a perfect job on any field. So that's one of the reasons I stick with these certain in-game tractors that I know work for us. This guy put away. Let's go over to the spraying tractors. I think I already have one. So we're spraying CC on field 9. This is field 1, and it's got sugar beets in it. So that should call for CC. Let's get this guy ready to go for it. That's ready to go for the other field. I guess I can always just change this. I'll fill this one up while we're at it. It's already filled up anyway. And AA, double check the spreadsheet. One of the reasons I actually like to do the same crop in each field is so that I don't spray the wrong herbicide. Looking at my spreadsheet, it's easy to like copy and paste things, so you don't have to write things in each time. You really have to watch out when you do that. One of the things I also decided is that unless these fields need to have a redo on them, none of the redos are really that big. And by redo, I mean, let's see, field 1, spray 24 meters. I'm not going to spray a manual one anymore because I want to. Oops. That's how you back it up. If I was facing the right direction. But I'm not going to spray the manual just because as we try to get the amounts on these fields, I can probably get a reasonable estimate of the acreage of each field, but I really have no idea. I think I've mentioned that before with the tram line. So, and we're doing some spray, drive course, hey in there, double check or triple check. Let's raise this guy up. And in the meantime, we can get this guy on. So we'll hit him out to the field. It really doesn't matter if you spray it before or after the harvest. It's not run into each other. That guy, I think, is almost done. He does have to do his final rounds. Check the spray. Yeah, so this is get this guy done, and that's pretty much it for the day as far as farming goes. Again, another day. I'm just not going to do too much other things, too many other things on this farm. So we'll take our chances. The worst thing is they run into each other, and then you leave some little tram lines here and there where you have to go straighten them out. Or you could be a more patient person than I am. What's the fun of it? Field 9. Spray 24, so it doesn't say redo. So see that field 7 says redo there. Right, so we're spraying. Alright. We're in business. See how this guy's doing over here. Taking care of some weeds for you. Well, he's got a little while to go, so you know you're seeing the bulk of the action right here. So probably call this an episode. I know it'll be a bit of a short one. It wasn't too much spraying there. Got our grass field experiment. If you guys didn't get to watch that video, feel free to. It explains the numbers I get for the grass field. It shows you a brief video. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you tune in to the next one. Take care. Have a good day.